And welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Now, what I was going to say was proudest Star Wars Galaxies moment. Now, everybody knows what buffs are, I would hope. Now, I was fully buffed, and I was attacked when I was something called a vert. That means, folks, that if you were a vert, you could be. If you were a rebel, you could be attacked, by overt Imperials, and vice versa. If you were, an Imperial, rebels could attack you, players and NPCs. Now, obviously, it was more difficult for the rebels because most planets were Imperial controlled, besides about one, which was Locke. I don't know if you can remember that one, Jay. I'm pretty sure that could have been rebel controlled.
I don't know, I think it was neutral. I don't think anywhere was rebel controlled, to be honest with you.
I mean, there was a few rebel settlements, but most were kind of Imperial outposts, Imperial planets.
I think the most rebel city was, planet, should I say, was Corellia.
I wouldn't say it was Corellia. I'd disagree with you there.
There weren't as many Imperial settlements there.
See, what gets me about this area, by the way, just before I go on my story, is... ooh, nice potion. These all look like it's kind of a secret areas, but there isn't any.
Can I just say, the back in here looks like a tin of beans has just been spilled.
It does. Well observed, Jay.
But yeah, your proudest moment.
Yeah, sorry, I'll finish. I kept trying to
Galaxies.
tell that. I was fully buffed, and I was overt. I'd just come back from like a bit of PvPing, and I was attacked by a dude at... And you've got to remember, folks, my build, like my class, what is the only way to describe it, really? It was unique Galaxies, because you could kind of mix and match your classes, couldn't you, Jay? And you didn't have to
there were kind of 30 different professions, so... You could mix like 2.5, I think.
Yeah, I mean, so I basically was a melee fighter. I know people always thought that was a bit weird on a Star Wars game, but melee was actually the best option, wasn't it, really, at that point, Jay?
To begin with, yeah. Definitely, I mean, most of the classes did have a melee aspect.
I mean, the only one that you could really class as being fully ranged was the Rifleman. Because that was the only thing that could really hold its own at range, because they had some amazingly powerful rifles. They
had the Pistolier sort of rifleman combo, didn't they? That was a good one.
I don't know much about it, if I'm honest, because I never levelled up in Rifleman at all. The only thing I did was, I did do Pistolier, because Pistolier had some amazing defence bonuses in it. But anyway, as I was saying, I was a vert. God damn, I'm gonna die here. Anyway, I was a vert. Are you still here, by the way?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
You need to talk, because I'm thinking that, as my computer crashed,
Is your computer really got to that stage?
Well, it's not crashing, no, but you know what I mean. I'm thinking it, keep thinking it's died, the internet's died.
I was
attacked by one dude who was overt at Imperial Outpost. Now, one dude I could handle, I thought, no problem at all. And I was, dueling him, I thought, this is all a bit friendly. Going alright. Now, the planet that I was on at the oh, that's true. This is a mean enemy. I don't know if you saw that, Jay. It leaves the fire on the actual level. I was attacked. Then, who should show up? But another buffed Imperial player. And I thought, oh god. I'm going to get ganked here. Anyway, then a third one showed up. So there was little old me versus 3 fully buffed Imperials, right? And at the moment, it's this like fight started. They were kind of winning, because I think I actually panicked more than anything. I was like, oh, what am I going to do?
You do though, don't you? The automatic reaction when there's 3 you on is you're going to get your ass kicked.
But what happened was, yes, at first they were, they nearly got me killed, basically. I nearly died. I think if you can remember, there was, you had 3 kind of life bars. You had your actual physical health, your action health, and your mind health. Now, they were clever, because they were working on my mind health, which is obviously the most difficult one, the easiest one to get down. So what happened was, I'm not kidding you, Jay, on the life bar, I must have had about 1/10 of it left.
Right.
But then, I don't know if you remember as well, there was some spice that if you used it, you got a massive mind boost just from...
I remember that, yeah.
Now, I was saving that for that moment, so I got a massive buff just towards the end. Now all I was doing an ability that was the area attack. Now I was predominantly a pikeman. Now pikemen could use some really powerful weapons, but the main thing about them was they had some amazing damage over time weapons you could find. So all I was doing was, remember there was 3 of them. All I was doing... Oh, I should have got myself... If I get myself killed here, I'm going to get a free... Hold on. Come on, knock me out, then I'll get a free heal. Come on. Thank you. So yeah, I was only doing the area attack. Now that did 2 things. It left my enemies dizzy, so they kept falling over and couldn't hit me. But it also... Because I was using something called Mind Fire, if you remember that, Jay?
I remember Mind Fire.
Now, Mind Fire was one of the kind of most sought after... My god, you've got a lot of HP. Oh, I see, I can't do that. Basically, Mind Fire, if you could get Mind Fire and start spamming it on something, they would pretty much die quick. Now, I was really lucky. I'd gone out and fought some pretty powerful enemies, got myself some Mind Fire. In the end, I was constantly spamming... What the hell's that?
It's a ninja.
I was constantly spamming it. And if you can remember, they were all dizzy as well.
Yeah.
And in the end, I kid you not, all 3 of them were on the floor trying to get back up. But because they were dizzy, they couldn't. And they were all, like, burning from Mind Fire. So the gist of it was, I was just standing there while these 3 guys burned. That in the end of the story, though. Again, they were nearly close to knocking me out a second, or, you know, nearly getting me. 2 of them died. The last one used Sprint and legged it, or Burst Run, if you remember that ability.
Yeah.
Right? He sprinted away, and I think he thought he was safe, but I gave chase, funnily enough, in the AV21 land speeder that you gave me. I don't know if you remember that.
That one that was the only time I've ever given you a birthday present.
I know, it was... We have this thing, folks, that we don't buy each other presents for birthdays. But he gave me, like, a really rare... Because I think you were making fairly good money by that point.
Yeah.
So he gave me quite an expensive land speeder. Just if it was. Chased this guy down, found him just about to board the starship to get off planet, killed him in front of the terminal.
Oh,
so it was the most
lucky.
epic kind of, you know, time I'd ever had. I was so, like, happy when I got him. So it was just the kind of I'm going to reload that because I'm going to lose all my health there. It was just the kind of fact that he thought he was being cocky. He'd attacked me with his mates. Then as soon as it was one-on-one, he thought, oh god, we picked the wrong guy to mess with here. And that's exactly what it must have felt like.
Bottom line is you beat him there. Oh, you beat 3 of them.
I did. Now, that's quite impressive.
It's a proud moment, is that?
Yeah, and I've still got somewhere this... What the hell? What's a samurai? I've still got the actual screenshots as well to prove it. I keep meaning to making them into a video, like, and uploading them. In fact, what we should do, Jay, is actually just look through some of the old pictures and do a video of that at some point.
That would be an idea. I think you should put that to a vote.
Could do, yeah. Oh,
A vote on Facebook or something.
I get a feeling we're quite deep into the game now. Oh, green samurais.
These look tough, these guys.
Give me a nublet. They're not actually that bad, because as long as you hit them, they just do that jump back thing. These are more annoying just because they keep kind of bouncing around.
Well, could you save your progress on a Master System?
Some games actually, I think some had, very rare games, actually had a kind of inbuilt save system, but it wasn't many. It wasn't many at all.
Because to play this game from start to finish, you know, you'd have to sort of sit there.
The way this one did it, though, was it actually had a password system.
Ah, that's similar to Shin the Ketsukawa.
I think it's the only way back then they could really do it.
Yeah, they've got passwords, like level passwords on
Yeah, it's similar. I mean, there's actually cheats for this game where you can kind of start the game with like all the armor and stuff, and that's all based on password entering, basically.
It's exactly the same for the snares in the game I played in the Ketsukawa.
You're pronouncing that very well, Jay. I'm impressed.
And
I bet you couldn't pronounce it right at first, though. I bet Shelley had to do it.
well, just watch the videos. Shelley was having to do basically the intros for like the first 6 parts. It still is, in fact, but I could be pronouncing it wrong. I think it's Shin the Ketsukawa.
You hope it is, otherwise you sound like a right idiot.
If you say it fast, it sounds right. Shin the Ketsukawa.
Now that boomerang is really, really powerful.
It's handy for those things.
Keeps
You
beating
can
him
just
back.
see the build of the enemies now is getting a lot tougher.
I mean, we're definitely, I would say, we're into endgame, I would think.
Could be a boss anytime now.
Would have been funny if you would have actually said it and the boss would have been in the next room.
That's normally what happens. I was kind of anticipating that, but must be close.
I don't think there'll be that much more. I mean, the game... Oh, they're horrible, them things. So you can actually kind of stun lock them with the boomerang.
Tell you what, the armour on those guys looks ridiculously tough. On the blue ones. Hey, yeah, that is good.
That is a good way of dealing with them. And it is getting definitely more difficult because not a single one of these enemies has actually dropped any health for ages.
Well, at least you got a couple. I wonder if there'll be a another shop or something for the end.
I think I'm going to try and just dodge through this area. There better bloody be. I didn't want to deal with all... I mean, I don't know whether I'm missing something here. I'm actually going around in circles. Oh no, I'm not going around in circles because we haven't fought blue ninjas before.
Well, you just got a health then, didn't you?
I got a potion, yeah.
Yeah, health
useful.
potion, sorry. Cool.
Ah, I needed it as well.
Well, not to worry.
So that's what it's there for, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got quite an abundance of potions.
I'll tell you what is annoying though. Them things, whew, they take a lot of health. So I used 2 potions in that one area alone.
Might be worth skipping it.
Oh,
Oh, hang on.
New area. Alright. Boss, I would assume.
I would assume as well.
Whoa, okay, okay. Well, before we go in, I'm not going to make that same mistake that I usually do. Let's see what Thunder does. Which you can't switch mid-fight, unfortunately. Oh my god, that's rubbish. You use that and it takes off 1 damage.
It's not taking off any.
It is, it does take off 1 damage, that watch.
Oh yeah.
That must be the most useless blooming... Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet if there's multiple enemies on the screen, it hits all of them. That'll be why it's good.
AoE in Wonder Boy 3.
I'll just try the fireball. I don't think it'll be very good though. No, that doesn't even hit him. Alright, we're just going to have to kill him the normal way.
I'm sure you'll...
Oh, I hate them ones. Whoa! 2 damage? That did! Oh, I think I could be in a bit of a problem here. Oh, this guy doesn't look nice.
You must have something else.
I mean, I can hit him, but... I mean,
Yeah, he's going down alright. It's only 100.
Only? I take off 2 damage per time. I've got to get 50 hits on him.
10% down.
Yay! Oh, there must be a better way of killing him. Let's try the boomerang method, because the boomerang was pretty good on normal enemies.
If it stun locks him.
Ah, yeah, that's a bit better. The good thing is about that boomerang in particular is that one, it can get multiple hits, but the thing about it is, one boomerang power up, you can like throw that boomerang about 6 times before you have to switch to the next one, if you get me.
Yeah.
By no means a fast boss, this is it.
It doesn't look that way, does it?
I'm going to have to take it really slow here. How many... Oh, I forgot, I can't even check how many bloody boomerangs I've got left.
Wait, I can't remember how many you had to begin with.
Oh, that's a nice combo.
I like how the boss just appears in a random room that's got nothing but you and the boss. No backing or anything.
I love that, I was doing really well there for a moment. It's because I kind of just lose sync with it a little bit.
You going for it? Keep it. Is that over halfway? Look, you've got it sorted here.
I think I'm going to run out of boomerangs though.
I don't know, it's going down.
I've just realised the double hit actually doesn't count for anything, only the first hit counts. But it keeps in stunned locked, which is the main thing.
70%, but I can't even speak. 75% gone down. 20% left. Thought your internet had just gone then.
No.
Oh, 20. Keep it going.
No, hold on a minute. Hold on. Just bear with me, Jay. Can you pause the recording for a sec?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. Just had to take a phone call. Hold on. I need to be careful here, otherwise I'm going to die.
It's going down. Ooh. It's going to be touch and go here. Necroscope's gone quiet. He's concentrating like mad.
I blooming am.
He's going. And he's gone.
Oh, just.
Whew.
Now I'm going to abuse this like the abuser that I am. You know that thing hates me.
Oh yes, what have we turned into now?
A hog?
Oh, I told you, didn't I? I was right.
Oh,
we
it
get
can
a flying
fly.
thing.
Cool. Oh, hello. I bet that's a... see, that's going to be a return area, I bet. Ah, yes it is. Okay. God, how much gold am I getting from this bit, man? Wow.
Loads. 5,000. You do need to buy some.
Look at that, man. I only use a few boomerangs in that fight. I think we found just how powerful the boomerang can be now. Hades armor. Might as well have a look at it, eh?
Hades armor looks powerful.
It's certainly, just checking. It's certainly got, I think, the highest defense we've seen so far. Reckon we should go with it, Jay?
Go back to it. I would go for that. Yeah, you've got loads of money. Look,
I'm gonna say I'm not exactly skint, am I? Basically.
There's only about. Have you missed an item? Looks to me like there's only 2 sets of armor left.
Could be right. I mean,
I
would assume the actual kind of where that's placed.
It's like the most powerful list.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Well, we'll have to find out where to go in the next video.
Alright, see you then, folks.